France. It's time we go on a little speed walk. I think I can get here in about 35 minutes, but I'm not 100% sure. I usually get there in about 40 minutes when I speed walk. 40 minutes should be appropriate too. That'll give me enough time. You know, we back at it again. We like 16, 17K steps in. By the time we get to our nighttime job, we'll already be 20K steps in. We're gonna get at least 10K steps at our night job. You feel me? At least around what it is, Angelo. So here, since my homie Angelo in here, I gotta ask you a question. Be a leader to yourself instead of following yourself into temptation. That's a fact. I ask you a question, Angelo. Cause see, here go the thing. We got a lot of new subscribers, right? We got a lot of new energies around us, and I know I'm a positive person. But another question comes. Now I ask myself this, but I'm biased. So I want to ask you, because you've been around for years at this point. You didn't know me since I was like 24, some shit. It's a young nigga. Long time. It's been a long time. I don't know exactly how long, but it's been a long time. You good? Am I a nice person? Or you think I'm a little bit of a, what type of, you think, would you call me a nice person? Not to say that I'm trying to be a nice person or I'm trying to not be a nice person. I'm going to work, my friend. I would say I'm friendly. What does that mean? It means that I'm trying to have a, I don't know. I'll just let you answer the question. You think I'm a nice person, brother? What I do for work? I'm pretty much, so I'm a food server and a beverage server. So server and a bartender. I know I'm friendly at work. I know that for a fact. But one of my secrets is that I got into this line of work because I want to be a friendly person. And I like to be a friendly person. And that workplace creates an environment where, like my environment growing up, it was punished to be friendly. You were punished to be, like being friendly was a punishable trait in my environment growing up. Whereas in the industry I work in, being friendly is definitely not punished. It's a rewardable trait. It can be punished though. You know, over friendliness is always something that can get punished. You know, people take advantage, things of that nature. But a lot of people don't tell me about myself, so I've been under this idea for at least the past few months, maybe a year or so, that I'm a friendly person. But then I was just really thinking about it because the situation sparked up that really caused me to ask myself the serious question. I'm outside, how about you? The serious question of, am I really friendly? The question is, am I a nice person? And you don't have to filter your response. I just want your honest observation. I'm a good person, facts. There you go. And that's what matters. How you doing, KK? Welcome back. Doug, thanks, I am. I appreciate that. See, and that's why I didn't ask. I know I'm a good person. And that's what matters, is if you're a good person or not. But sometimes, here goes the thing. I think I'm a nice person too, but don't get it twisted type shit. I think that's a good explanation for me. And sometimes, because I'm confident, like, sometimes it can give the appearance, if I might think somebody got it twisted, and maybe they don't. Because I'm so confident, I might accidentally, naturally portray myself in a way that could come across as, that nigga's an asshole. And then, in certain aspects, maybe I am a little bit of a asshole. But yeah, I'm a good person. You ride dirt bikes to the live. Woo. So that gave me a nice deep breath. My dog said I'm a good person. And that's all that matters. Cause see, really, especially in the course, I guess I'm gonna wait till I get out the tunnel. Cause I don't know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me, Ryder Graham? I don't really know if y'all can hear me well in this tunnel. You can, okay. Well, everybody else can too, because this tunnel makes you echo. But fuck it. So, what I do for a living, I serve tables and I bartend. That's what I currently do for a living. Now, the reason I had to ask that question is because I have a long history of life. Been here 29 years. And like anyone else, your environment's gonna play a big role in the type of person that you are. Most of the people who know me or have known me, right? Because really, during my process of becoming a better person, wow, that sounds so bad, but during my process of becoming a better person, a part of that process was I recognized that it was harder to become a better person when I was around people who glorified and expected certain negative behaviors out of me. So a lot of people who knew me, actually nobody knows me anymore. It's a really crazy situation. It's really, when it comes to the last 5 years of life, really my mama don't even know me no more. The most consistent observation anybody can have over the last 5 years of my life of me is probably this nigga Angelo. Keep it 1,000. So that's why I had to ask him that. Which is crazy, but it's the reality. I'm not finna say that. I'm lagging. It's probably because I was in that tunnel. But yeah, over the course of the last 5 years, 4 or 5 years, the only nigga in the world who really know a nigga is Angelo. And then the next people who know me the most is actually also a part of this channel. But really the original channel. But then people ended up coming to this channel too. And it's crazy, like, to really think about it, you know? But that's really what it takes. I'm from an extremely ignorant and toxic environment where it's not safe to make a change. So even when I was in that environment, a part of my process of getting out of that mentality was starting the original channel that I started. You know, the whole intention was to create an energetic habitat that was my own, you know, because I didn't want to be influenced by other people. I'm still kind of laggy, damn. So in the process of making that environment, I came across a few supporters, you know. And then at a certain phase of that process, I ended up moving across the country, you know. And it is, I'll be honest with you, the reason why is because what I noticed in this 5-year journey is I've always been a good person, but I'm extremely dominant. And like, what that dominance has grown to, see, dominance is bad when it doesn't have confidence attached to it. But I've always been confident. But over the last 5 years, my confidence has definitely grown. See, my confidence before the last 5 years was at least 40% built off of superficiality, 60% off of hard work. But over the last 5 years, my confidence been probably 50 to 55% built off of hard work and 45% based off of being who I am, not caring for anyone's validation, and then still receive. Damn. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna be getting here about 30 minutes early, which I believe is the perfect amount of time to fill out all the stuff I need to fill out to get job number 3. No, I want y'all to know I appreciate it and love y'all. I'm just extremely competitive, like extremely fucking competitive. And yeah, you know, so I don't want anyone to look at me like a bad person, but I do have to let y'all know the reality, the truth is there's always the law of polarities and act. And you know, the best thing I can do is be authentic. I will always be positive. I will always be progressive. I will always be productive. But I'm not trying to have the appearance of a nice person, nor am I trying to have the appearance of a mean person. I am but a person who is intentionally progressing. So I don't want at any point of time you to see me in a way that is maybe a bit more, you know, of a competitive environment and be like, damn, I thought this nigga was a nice person. Don't think I'm a nice person. I'll rip your heart out smiling. I'm dead ass. But that sounds a little bit much. But it's the reality. So remember that. Just remember that. A lot of people know that. So I think that y'all should know that. Much love. Peace, positivity. This has been a nice therapy session, this live stream here, which I think I needed, probably because I did get some sunlight on my chest yesterday. I ate some dates earlier. I ate some watermelon. I even ate some honey. Somebody's car was on fire? Damn. That's intense. It's been a long time since I had to beat a nigga ass. What's wrong with me today, y'all? You see? Y'all gotta get that sunlight to y'all chest. Look, just because I'm saying these things, I want y'all to understand that this is perfectly healthy. It's the people who don't say this and articulate this and just feel it inside of them that end up making bad decisions. It's those of us who say it out loud that also tell ourselves, hey, look, it's a beautiful time to be alive. And it's time to be alive and beautiful. You know what's not beautiful? It's very rare that you see violence and it looks beautiful. So guess what? We are not. We're not violent. Going to work. Well, actually, I'm going to this place to fill out an application and then going to work. And that process is about to start now. So much love, peace, positivity. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I'm out. We meet again. We gonna meet again tomorrow. I'm out.